Hi guys, right here. So this one is actually pretty insane. So we have all been talking about like how tough etheriarestart PvE can actually get, like especially with the Inferno bosses, the Ember Trek, the other like tower content, the map kind of event. Basically, now the current etheriarestart PvE is actually pretty tough. So, but what if I actually told you there's a free-to-play player who actually cleared almost everything in the game? No Lily, no Shadow Sania, just raw strategy and smart team building. Alright, so let's dive into this free-to-play account and take a look how far you can actually really go without relying on broken unit like Lily, like Shadow Sania, right? So the player you're about to see is someone who have been quite grindy, is Sang, right? So he's the one that actually share me his account progression, what kind of progression he have been done, and then he's a totally free-to-play player. You can still see the first buy bonus here is still at his account. So let's take a look at his account first. So his account here have been showing that he is not purchasing anything. Like you can see the first buy bonus here is still here, and then he is gonna show you like monthly card not yet purchased, didn't buy any monthly card at all. And then you can see the value session, everything is still here, including the level packs. Okay, every single thing. Alright, the only sold out here is the free one. So he's probably, you have been thinking like, oh, are you gonna, is he using like the high the voucher that he's from the beta player? No, he did not use the voucher to actually spend stuff because he don't have it, and because he's a free-to-play player, he didn't purchase anything. So everything, the resources he built through the character, everything is through free method. It's either from in-game or either through codes, or either he just spent it very wisely. So now let's take a look here at his account. Where have he actually able to grind? The account, when he's recording, he actually able to clear every single Ember Trek until hard 42. How many of you actually able to clear hard Ember Trek 42 without using Lily or without using the other LD unit, right? But yeah, he's using one LD unit. It's DokiDoki, but most of the player, I believe, that actually clear hard track 42 is actually using Lily, right? So the arena rank here is already resetted, but since he's after reset, he's actually at Diamond 1, which means previously he actually grind till the highest rank in arena, not the top 200, but the mythical rank, if not mistaken. Then because after mythical rank, when you get reset, you're actually at Diamond 1. Then this is a union, this is the amount of enemies he able to get. Okay, then what kind of content he able to grind. So he able to grind Terrormaton Inferno 3-star, DokiDoki Inferno 1-star, Aurora Hell 4, and the other shell bosses as well. Then for the shell bosses here, Inferno Nikonana is able to do it for 3-star. Then the other shell bosses here still remain hell for now, alright, but doesn't mean that he's not going to grind the Inferno, alright. For the other perma content here, you can see he even cleared Heinrich as well, just the rest here he haven't pushed because it's the perma content, it doesn't have to rush, right? So what kind of unit he actually used for clearing so many content, especially the Ember Trek 42 and the other Inferno content, right? Probably you're curious about that. Oh, and before that, so this is a kind of like a proof here. He able to grind the Ember Trek hard, and this is the record, alright? So he able to get all the first clear reward here, just a proof that showing that he able to do it. Alright, so these are the unit he actually built, right? So he had already his 6-star Rahu, 6-star Rosa, Diting, DokiDoki, we have Huyen here, Freya, and Klaus. Alright, so these are the main 6-star unit he have. So these are some of the units he actually built. And like for example, Rosa here, you can see the skill up. He actually spent it very wisely, so he did use Rosa for most of his content, so he maxed out his Rosa. Alright, then we can take a look here, the module. So this is all like his module quality. Keep note, everything here he have been grinding through free-to-play. There's no extra resources like every single other free-to-play player. Every resources is the same. So he still managed to grind for the 3-piece module set, and then this is the Rosa set here. He's going to show some of his module set on his equipment or his character. Right, so it's just showing like the 3-piece module effect, what he have been grinding. So you can notice that he actually grind DokiDoki a lot because there's a lot of pieces actually from DokiDoki and also from Terrormaton. So he doesn't have to grind DokiDoki Inferno to grind all those modules, because all those modules can be actually grind through Hell 3 to Hell 4 as well. Right, so let me slightly go through with the other equipment. So you can see the Revelation here, he actually get very lucky. 30% attack here, 30% crit damage, well, everything max, and oh, even this is max. Dang, this is so perfect for Rosa. Okay, so they also built DT here as well. Very solid gear. Keep Keen Eye and Harvest. Then I'll go through. So the DT here is also a max one. And then his DokiDoki. So DokiDoki is actually one of his main unit to help him carry a lot of content, because DokiDoki can actually help you dispel, can help you, so not dispel, purify, and also turn meter push, and also CD reduction. So basically DokiDoki can be like a Lily as well, just without the assist. So DokiDoki can turn meter push your team, can CD reduction for your team, apply special buff that increase your damage output and increase your speed, and she can also help you purify, which actually plays a very important role. So his DokiDoki built very fast. You can see very solid gear, and he grind the Swift Rush through DokiDoki Inferno with a 1 star. So basically it took very long to actually grind it. Alright, so this is some of the skill up. Okay, then we can take a look at the next one, like Freya, for example. This is some of the module piece. And then this Linglord here is currently no gear, but he have the preset here saved very well. Like we have Henrich, Terrormaton, we have speed gear, and then we have probably this Nightmare or Nikunana Fungus, yeah, and it's Nikunana Fungus, right? So he planned very well. He planned his resources very well, right? Valerian is not even max as well. Then he also used Vice. You can see here, these the other of the 5-star. We have Tiamat, we have Linglord with Mia. These are the healer and sustain unit. Kraken as the controller, Valerian, and then we have Kazuyo. We have Vice here, actually carrying his account a lot as well. We have Chachi the guard. We have Henrich, and the other unit here like Obo, Fungus, Marvel. The 5-star, right? So it's just showing his module, like what kind of module he actually uses for Nikunana, and this is for the Nikunana Obo as well. Right, so these are the other character he's actually using, and the other character he actually summoned. So he actually fully utilized his SSR, because you notice that the SSR that he actually did not use or did not level up is only a holder he did use as well. Lilith, I think he also used it, probably just Henrich and Lien. Not Henrich, Hellkit and Lien. Alright, so probably some of you have been wondering, like, what kind of team he actually usually use to clear, like, for the Ember Trek hard mode as well. So for example, this team here is what he's actually using for Astro floor 24, which is the blue color boss here. So he's using his main DPS Rosa, very invested. Basically, he used all his yellow tofu on Rosa, I can tell. And then we have Claus here that does not have any skill up, S1 skill up, but not the S2 and S3. And then we have Freya here, no skill up. We have DokiDoki here, skill up for the S1 and S2, and Linglord without any skill up as well. So these are all the module, the stats, and also the shell that he have been using for Ember Trek blue boss 24th floor. For example, this team here he's actually using is Whitney, floor 30 for the Ember Trek hard mode. So you can see here, still gonna use Rosa, Tiamat for the sustain, and also for the sub DPS Valerian, and we have Linglord here, and then using Tusu Tumo. What? He's using Tusu Tumo. It took him actually 12 seconds. I have no idea like why is it here, but yeah. Then for Apate, floor 36, this is the team he's actually using, basically what he used for the blue boss as well. So you can see DokiDoki here is always here. It's just to turn meter push for your ally, and then also can help CD reduction as well from the S2. So makes your team rotate a lot, and then just keep rely on Rosa to keep chip down the boss HP. So you can see the clear time here is 5 minutes 14 seconds. Then for the floor 42, the Hoyan boss here, this is the team he's actually using Rosa as a main DPS. We have Ssania here for the healer. We have Claus here to debuff. We have Vice here to taunt the boss. And then we have DokiDoki to CD reduction and also turn meter push. It took him 17 minutes, which basically 18 minutes. Alright, 18 minutes to actually clear the last boss on Ember Trek. So totally doable without Lily, without any kind of other LD unit other than DokiDoki. Alright, but I believe a lot of you don't use DokiDoki at all. Like most of you is just like, oh, he's using Lily, so I can't do it, right? But it's actually proving that it's actually doable. Then I did ask him a few questions, like what is your biggest regret of investment as a free-to-play? What do you feel not having Lily or Shadow Sania? And what kind of what unit you actually found out actually is really good and actually help you progress in your content? So the first one, his biggest regret of investment was not taking time to reroll for Lily. Alright, so Lily is really good. We can't deny that. Lily is really good, and he actually regret that he don't really spend time to keep rerolling for Lily, because it will actually make his life a lot more easier. But it is what it is, and that is how it ended up. But he would say that after that, he would actually say that he would actually level up the thing much earlier, because he thought he don't need to level him up because he already have Grey and Lian, which they are like the DPS and the sub DPS, right? Then after that, he realized that the thing is actually very OP. Even for PvP, he have his users, so he actually regret a little bit not level him up earlier, but it's still fine, because after that he realized it, he still level up the thing. Just that his bigger regrets of investment is not actually taking time to reroll for Lily. So the second one is, what do you feel like not having Lily and Shadow Sania, right? So he feel like not having Lily and Shadow Sania is actually very unfair, because he's actually forced to level a lot of unit to clear PvE content instead of having those two, so he can focus on more resources on the PvP unit more. So if you look at the video just now when I showcased his current kit of the unit, a lot of them are actually PvE focused unit that cost to push more PvE, so you can grind better gear to build more for your PvP content, right? So yes, I totally agree, because if you have Lily, you can actually save a lot of resources of building other supporter unit, because Lily can actually fulfill a lot of the unit requirement, right? So while it seems weird to look at the perspective, and he thinks that it's important for people who want to push content to acknowledge the difference in time. So resources and strategy you need to manage if you don't have those two, because if you don't have Lily, you're gonna need a lot more time. You're gonna think more about the team comp building, and while Lily can actually go think a lot more easier. Not to mention Shadow Sania, the DOT team is a lot more effective when at end game Inferno. So before he could actually kill Nico Nana or Inferno pre-nerf, before the Inferno nerf, he actually needed to invest into Oboe and Fungus with 16 purple lattice, which was quite a lot when you consider that you only do it for one shell boss. Because without Shadow Sania, you need Oboe DOT to land very consistent, you need Fungus to actually land the DOT very consistent. So you have to actually invest 16 purple lattice, not to mention he's a free-to-play player. Then he realized that after that, the lattice investment into these two was really good for other content as well. So it's actually good, because Fungus and Oboe is still going to use a lot in the Huyen as well. Especially, I also use Fungus and Oboe a lot in the Shadow boss, Huyen boss, right? Then the third one, the following unit actually helped him a lot in late game progression: DokiDoki, Oboe, and Rosa. So DokiDoki is actually a lot of mechanic in Ember Trek, while also being a unit that benefit from fights that are longer due to a backup and data stream. Backup is a special buff from DokiDoki that whenever she have a backup buff, she can help your ally to actually purify the debuff away and turn it into data stream. Then data stream is the one that increase your the unit speed, base speed, and also increase the damage output as well. So it will actually benefit your team a lot, because your team will actually have a faster speed to rotate their turn and do higher damage as well. Then she also slaps in PvP if he actually somehow outspeed the enemy comp. They don't expect her to be fast, because usually if you look at the team, right, you actually expect like Lily, you expect like Mio, you expect like Kazuyo. This kind of unit to actually be fast. You won't actually realize that DokiDoki is actually very fast as well. Then Oboe was a very crazy combined with cooldown reduction, because of AoE dot plus stun is crazy for a lot of stage, because he have control, which is the stun, AoE stun as well, and then AoE DOT, which actually makes him as a sub DPS as well. So he would not clear a lot of stages without Oboe, because he don't have the necessary damage without Lily. Okay, yeah. So DOT damage helps a lot, and the stun control also helps a lot. Then Rosa became stronger the more gear he had. It started with having the mythical critical crit module, then obtaining revelation, after that rolling the revelation mod, and after that setting up a suitable team for Rosa, which is the team surrounding that you want to actually crit more on the target. Then Rosa can keep on assisting damage to the boss. So she kind of works in a lot of content, from AoE cleave to sustain single target damage scenario, because Rosa S3 is an AoE damage that can actually trigger the revelation as well, and Rosa S1 is a single target focus damage. It actually deals a lot of damage. So without Rosa, he would have not cleared most of the boss content in Ember Trek and Ethernet ready. So he relies on his Rosa a lot. So this is his point of view, and this is his suggestion for most of the player, and this is what he actually feel for being a free-to-play player that can that actually able to clear so many content. Alright, so for those players who are still complaining or probably still wondering that can you actually clear most of the PvE content in end game, probably this player is already proven that as a free-to-play player he already managed to clear most of them. Not to mention, Inferno bosses is gonna getting a nerf soon. For example, DokiDoki getting a nerf. For example, Hoyan getting a nerf. So he's gonna progress more and more because of the nerf, and then he'll slowly grow from the module and the shell. So one day he's gonna clear the whole game with his own free-to-play status, right? So it's not like you don't have Lily and Shadow Sania that you can't play the game. It's just that if you have Lily and Shadow Sania, you will play the game a lot more easier. So yeah, so this is just a video that's showing that even without the top tier LD unit, for example like Lily or Shadow Sania, you can still make a very huge progress with the right team building and strategy. So, and also the resources management as well. Big shout out to Sang who actually shared this clear. It's truly very impressive stuff, right? So if this actually inspired you or helped you in a way, don't forget to drop a like and sub, and let me know in the comment section what is the hardest stage you actually clear without any LD SSR unit, for example Lily. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.